Okay, we're back here on Your View to the LowCountry, and of course we've got Richard who's with us, and now we get to introduce you, or maybe not, maybe you know this gentleman. He's got a magazine that has been around for a long time, LowCountry Home. This is Dan Monroe. Nice to have you.
Jess, I'm not that old, okay? I'm really, sure. We have been around a pretty good while. Thank you all for having me on the show today.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you. Thank you, Richard.
Yeah.
Well, this is an important magazine, especially when we're talking about, this topic here with Richard, because, you've got a lot of experience on the island and, of course, partnering with the Home Builders Association to do this magazine and so many things. So talk to us a little bit about this, how this got started, why this was born, and how you work with the Hilton Head Area Home Builders Association.
Well, if you can imagine 32 years ago, finding information about building around here was not easily obtained. And so I went to the Home Builders Association one time because we had our other publications, but I went to them and said, what do you provide somebody whenever they ask for building information for this area? And they had nothing. They had a photocopy sheet of some members, and that was it. And so I said, maybe we can do something better and highlight the members of this association, because we've got so many great builders, so many great remodelers.
Yeah.
And I said, let's see if we can't do something a little bit better that highlights them in a way they'd like to be seen.
Well, and I think you've accomplished that. This is a pretty sturdy magazine with lots of great information in there.
Thank you. This is our 31st year.
That's incredible. Well, congratulations on that. Much needed. Let's talk a little bit more about, you've been in real estate a long time, or you've been around real estate, home building, home improvements. There's been a lot of ups and downs in this community and in this county. Talk to us a little bit about just what you've seen, and more importantly, too, for our viewers who are watching, what do they need to look for when they're making decisions about, using companies for their home?
Well, that's a good question. We try to give them that information in this publication and give them ideas and say, here are some of the things you need to make sure you ask your contractor. You want to see their contractor's license. You would like to hear from some of the referrals. And, you can't just trust somebody that drives up in a truck and gets out and says, I can do the job. You need to do a little bit more homework than that. So we try to give you a little bit of ideas of things that you need to focus on. And it has been, 31 years, I've seen a lot of building companies come and go.
Yes.
And I've seen a lot of different businesses as well. And I think that primarily Richard has the qualities. He's honest and trustworthy. And if you call him, I think he answers the phone. He does for me anyway. And that's the number. I hear so many people say, I've called the whole list and nobody's called me back yet.
Yeah. And that's so frustrating, as a homeowner, and you're trying to get something done, you're trying to, really work with these businesses, and it is tricky sometimes to find somebody that is going to be reliable and get in touch with you. And I'm sure, already, Richard, you've seen some of this in talking to clients and working with homeowners. I'd love your take on that and sort of what other people are seeing.
No, absolutely. And one thing, Dan's pretty modest. I mean, he's such a good guy, and everybody likes him. So he's gotten to where he is on his charm, but not everybody can do that. Some of us have to learn how to be pretty good at business and things too, which actually Dan's very good at both. But Dan, we met early in this process for me, and you were so helpful. Talk a little bit about, from the business side, what are some of the qualities that matter when you're getting started, and why is it important that I'm part of the Home Builders Association?
Well, the reason I think you need to be a member of the Home Builders Association is because they represent you and they represent this industry, and they assure people that there has been a little bit of a check and balance, that somebody didn't just walk in off the street, and they do make sure that business builders are licensed. And, Richard, the thing that I see happen a lot of times is people come in and they invest themselves, let's say.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, they're always trying to play catch up. And therefore, they cut corners sometimes and do things they shouldn't do. But I was so impressed with you sitting out in the lobby, and you're talking about that y'all just put in the 3 windows and there was something wrong with them, and you're going to have to take them out and put in new ones when they come back. But, just that type of honesty and forthrightness if you stick around, people will know they can trust you, and you'll do well.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Listen, I know it's really important, for people who are getting into this to be able to access LowCountry Homes. We're very happy to be, advertisers there. How can somebody get a copy of the magazine?
Yeah, if you're wanting some window replacements, there's a good company in here called
and some other good
HHI
companies
Windows,
too, not just us. Some other good
yeah,
companies
windows
too.
and doors. But there's over 200 pickup points from across the street over here at the Harris Teeter, all around different building supply places, and we direct mail a lot of those as well. So if you're new to the community and you hadn't got one, let us know and we'll direct mail you one.
And the website also?
The website, lowcountryhome.com. Yes, please visit us there. That's what we call Find the Pros section. And you can find a lot of people that'll help you.
A great resource for folks to get started and do some research. So appreciate you. So glad this magazine exists and you're here to share a little bit about it, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you for
so
having me
much.
on today.
You bet.
Appreciate
We'll
it,
be
Richard.
back.
Thank
Richard
you.
and I will be back in just a moment with your view to the LowCountry. Be right back.